Wolf of Fantasy Sports, back with the DFS Wolf Pack for the 2/23 6-game NBA slate. I'm looking at DraftKings and FanDuel player pricing. I'm about to compare both. So looking at FanDuel, the first thing that stick out to me is CJ McCollum, 7,000. Now, if you jump back over to DraftKings, CJ McCollum, 8,400. Now, 8,400 versus Detroit, that's a good matchup. I think he can get 40 plus here. You're going to want 50 out of him at that price. So I'd much rather play CJ on FanDuel. I would say he's a lock on FanDuel at 7,000 with all the usage. Carmelo Anthony's 5,000 on FanDuel. He's 5,600 on DraftKings. Same scenario. Way better play on FanDuel. Price is similar on DraftKings. Zion Williamson, 8,500 on DraftKings. He's 7,700 on FanDuel, so I'm going to play him over here. I like Wood. Pause. No Dwight. But 7,300 on FanDuel, I think he's viable. He's in play. If you don't want to pay up for him, you got Ibaka, Young, Hachimura, and also looking at Reed at 4,500 versus Denver. I think that's viable. Depending on who's in and out, Porter could become an option. And Gafford at 3,700. He put out 22 yesterday on DraftKings. So there's a couple good options here. But most likely, it's either Ibaka or Wood that I'd be locking into my lineup here. Adams is playing out of this world right now. He's going up against San Antonio at 6,300. Looking at center position, if you don't get Jokic in your lineup, I'm looking at Adams. Or I'm looking at, for a tournament, Thomas Bryant. And he's 4,000 on FanDuel. He only played 16 minutes. He missed 4 games. So if he gets anything above like 20 to 25, he could hit value versus the Bulls. So at 4,000, I think he's viable. Somebody I'm looking at for tournaments. But most likely, if I can afford him, I'm just going to play the hot hand. That's Adams. Adams is playing out of this world, so he's getting double-doubles, and that's what I like to see. So 3 games, back-to-back-to-back double-doubles, 10 and 10, 11 and 11, 19 and 17. He's getting blocks. He's getting steals, 4 steals, 1 steal, 4 steals. So that's what we're looking for when I roster a player. And San Antonio, the matchup is fair. It's not really the greatest matchup, but it's a fair matchup. So Steven Adams. I like Will Barton. I like Zach LaVine. That's probably my pay-up option today is Zach LaVine on both sites. And then White for a point guard. Good tournament upside. I believe last time he played Washington, he put up a good score, 41 FanDuel points. He's been a streaky player, but he could definitely get you that tournament winning upside. So White. And then on FanDuel, you got a ton of options here. So looking at the point guard position, I'm looking at Napier, White, Simons, Ish Smith. Rose is 5,300. That's a great price. He's 59 on DraftKings. Brogdon's cheap. Ball, Lowry, and then Chris Paul, CP3. But most likely it's going to be Lowry for me and Rose. Those are the 2 I got most exposure to. And then White. So that's it. Looking at DraftKings, Jamal Murray I like a lot. Hernan Gomez, 5,100. Gafford, 3,500. I think that's the value to make everything fit. If you need another value piece and he starts, that's Archie down here at 3,200. I think you just lock him in. He's a viable option. He's not if he gets to start, he has to start for me to even consider him. But at 3,200, he can get you 25 DraftKings points. So that's pretty much what I got for you today. Good luck. If you want all my plays, all my top plays, hit me up. Wolf of Fantasy Sports at DFS Wolfpack. Let's get to this money. 1.